Welcome to another episode of Asia Unscripted. This is Jason, and we're going to talk about my 2020 year in review. So a lot has happened to me, this channel. It's been an interesting year. So we started the year off in Cebu City, Philippines. January and February were pretty normal. We knew about the situation in China, and people were trying to figure out if it was going to be a worldwide problem or just limited to China. Look at this, you guys. Woolworth. Remember this in the USA? Well, they still do thrive in other countries. So here in Mexico, I've heard about them being in Australia, maybe the UK, but the name lives on. Pretty cool. Yep, so in January and February, I traveled to Baguio City. I traveled to Davao City, and there's videos there if you guys want to check them out. And then in March, things started shutting down in Cebu. First we had a GCQ, and then ECQ, when everything shut down except for the supermarkets. And that's when the passes, we started being required to carry a pass everywhere you go. So, I wanted to give a shout out to this restaurant here. I think they're only open in the evenings, but they do really good Mexican food. Always packed with people. So you can take a screenshot of that if you want. Yep, so for a few months, several months, I was giving you guys updates on the GCQ or ECQ, and there was a time when we changed to GCQ and then back to ECQ, and the malls closed and they reopened, and it was just ridiculous. It went on for longer than it should have. Many businesses went out of business, and from what I understand, Cebu is in MGCQ now, which is the lowest form of quarantine, but yet people still have to carry around their passes. So that's unfortunate. So these buses up here are some of the public transportation that you might see. I think fares for general distance is about 10 pesos or 50 cents. So this looks like to be maybe a bus hub for this area. So basically you go on a bus, there's no conductor, you just pay the driver the fee and he gives you a little receipt. So not too bad. Cheap way to get around, as long as you don't get on the wrong bus, which I'm sure many people have done. We got another plaza here we'll check out. Yep, so in August I came back to the States. I had a few things I needed to get done, and I got tired of the whole Q Pass thing, so I came back to the States. I did some videos there for you guys, and I thought those were boring. I mean, I'm supposed to be talking about overseas travel, overseas stuff, and I'm sorry, but those are the videos I gave you. So now it's December, and things are slowly opening up. Not every place. Here's a nice cathedral, chapel, whatever you want to call it, in the plaza I'm walking in. Hey, look at that. There's a relic. Payphones. So yeah, 2020, pretty much I'm gonna finish up most of December here in Mexico, and then we'll go back to the States for a little bit because my lease is up on December 31st, and I need to get packed up and figure out where I'm going next. Still waiting on that visa. But what I may do, my options for 2021, I'll go into more detail in my plans for 2021. But my options right now is waiting for a business visa to Vietnam, which is still under progress, or go to Thailand for a couple months, which I'll have to do to quarantine, and I can give you some videos on the quarantine process. Or Indonesia. Indonesia doesn't have a mandatory quarantine, and it's easy to get a business visa there. Or I may come back to Mexico and check out some more stuff. So any of those is a possibility for 2021. And again, I'll talk about it more in a future video. I like how there's just so many different statues here in this city. Pretty amazing. All right. Overall, 2020, I wouldn't say it was a bad year or a good year. It was just 2020. I think you all can agree. It was not a normal year. I'm hoping that 2021 will be a little bit more normal. I don't think we're going to go back to, times like 2019, the good times. I don't think that's going to happen for a while. But I'm hoping for a little bit more normalcy. Hoping more countries will open up. Even if it requires a quarantine, that's okay. So, anyways, I appreciate all of you for hanging in there with me during 2020. I know things were kind of boring at times when I was back in the States. There's just not much to show in a positive light because there's just not a lot of positive news going on in the States right now. So, anyways, that was 2020. And that's it. That's it. You guys can check out my 2020 videos if you want to see more about my experiences. So for Asia Unscripted, this is Jason. Take care. Happy holidays. Be safe. And we will see what 2021 brings us. Take care.